We're here at our double shuttle press for LFI or long fiber injection. This is one of the largest presses that we have here at Romeo Rim. It's a double shuttle press, as I mentioned before, meaning that what you can see behind me on one side is an actual shuttle press that's 12 feet by 12 feet in size. And then on the other side over here, another shuttle press that's 12 feet by 12 feet in size. So the way it works on this side here is just the same on the other side. What we have is the platen with a mold on top of it, and inside that cell there's a robot. That robot applies paint to the cavity of the mold that's in there, and that same robot actually puts a protective barrier coat down directly behind that paint in that cell there. When that's done, what will happen is that mold with the paint and barrier coat on it will shuttle into that clamping unit directly behind me in the middle. And when it's in there, the LFI robot will then spray the LFI resin, which is the polyurethane and chopped fiberglass, directly on those materials already in the mold. When that's done, what will happen is the core and the cavity will close together and that curing cycle begins. Roughly about 2 to 3 minutes for that curing cycle. So it'll close down, and when it opens up and the cure cycle's over with, that cavity, not the core, the cavity will shuttle back over into that main station there that we started with the painting and the barrier coat, and then the part will be demolded at that point. So you may wonder, why is that core there? Well, because there's one core and there's also another core in here that takes this same place. So when a part was being molded here in this central station and the curing cycle was taking place, over here on this side, another cavity was being prepped to put on paint and put on the barrier coat, so that when the molding cycle was done here, the part would, remember, shuttle over here. This one would be ready and staged to come into the central unit, get the LFI dispense, cure, and then meanwhile, this one over here, the part's being demolded and painted again to shuttle back and forth. That's why we call it a shuttle press. Value prop for this one is making really large parts. If you recall, we can make parts up to 11.5 feet by 11.5 feet in size, and we can get parts even as large as 80 pounds total through this, all robotically controlled, utilizing our intermold paint process and leveraging the low pressure process that gives us low cost molds and aluminum and materials like that.